Yeah. Then you don't touch the ice for 5 years. Who's the guy that got you back on the ice for the first time after 5 years?
Yeah, so I had a bunch of buddies that had like a beer league team, and it was like it was a good decent hockey, but it was like they were just having beers, hanging out, and they're trying to come to a game, come to a game, and I went and watched the game and had some beers with them, and then they kind of sucked me in. They're like, "Oh, come play a game, come play a
Yeah,
game." I'm
that's
like,
it.
"Oh man, I'll dig my gear out," and I played a game, and I was like, "Oh, this is." I really actually didn't really enjoy it the first time, like the first season. I don't even think I was really enjoying it that much. I was more enjoying just being around the boys. Like the dressing room after, I would hang out there for hours. I'd be the
Yeah.
last guy to get my gear off. Um, but I remember there was one game we played, and I think it was playoffs, and there was a couple other of our buddies that came and played, and some good players. And I remember we had a couple like we were just buzzing, and we were just like cycling the puck, just setting up big good plays off the cycle and stuff. And it was so much fun. I remember specifically this one game. I'm like, I think I want to play hockey again. Like I want to play like real hockey. This is beer league, but like I want to play like real hockey again. And this is not that long ago, maybe 4 years ago, 5 years ago, so last year would have been my first season out of retirement. The season before that, I ended up playing my first full check game since
Okay,
I
nice.
retired, which was like a senior hockey team in Powell River, the Powell River Eagles. And so really it started out with Prestige Worldwide was the beer league team. That was the name. And
What were the
great group
unis
of guys.
like?
Oh, I'll send you a picture after. They had boats and hose.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I'll
I
send you a
fucking
picture.
I love some of the beer league jerseys and team names and
Yeah.
shit. So much fun.
Yeah, so it was awesome. We had a really good group, and I'm still in the group chat with all these guys. Like I don't think they're playing anymore, but like we're still in a group chat. We're still boys for life, and I give those guys 100% of the credit for getting me back into the game because it really was them, man. And like I was still sad, like I was still like depressed, and I still didn't want to leave the house. And these guys really just picked me up and dragged me to the rink, and they got me. They knew I think they knew if they got me into the dressing room a couple times, they'd eventually get me on the ice. And then that's kind of what happened, man. So shout out to Prestige Worldwide, and I'm here now because of them. So
That's epic. I fucking
Yeah,
love that
awesome.
story. What a great story. Shout out to you. Shout out to you boys for making it happen.